How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another look at Marble World. I've built a couple of courses. The devs have been slowly adding bonus things, extra effects, extra abilities. So this is one that I built recently that I'd like to show you that shows off some of those new additions that they've added. So this is called Angel Falls. Now what we got here is a waterfall basically that's going to flow down here. Separates through all our, this is an addition of these pieces here, little triangles that swivel on this pin on the middle. So that's kind of cool for slowing things down and spinning them, smaller area if you don't want to use one of those big helicopter blade looking crosses. Then we come down here to our overflow of greenage down to the bottom here. This is where they all separate again and come either left or right and come into our ponds. We have two ponds down here. This is where the water will pool up, and you can see there's a hole or a little drain in the bottom of each one. So those will slowly drip through down here, underneath here, and they drip out. And of course you can't see them, but look, there's pieces under here. In the paint menu, we can now go to Special 2, and we have Invisible Paint right here, next to the grass. Dark grass, light grass, and invisible. So that's cool. They've also added a couple of extra tabs here, Special and Special 2. So this is where you can find your nighttime and your rainbow paints. And under normal, we now have wood paint and plastic paint. So the plastic paint has no texture to it, and the wood keeps the wood grain pattern on your pieces. So I thought that was kind of cool. Being able to have invisible pieces now means that you can build really complicated things to maintain your marbles without having to hide them within tubes or all that kind of stuff, right? You can literally make anything disappear. If I wanted to, like, see, I made the black ring of these disappear. If I wanted to, I could go down here, go to the paint, Special 2, invisible, and I could literally make these arrows disappear. But yeah, so you can literally make every piece of anything almost disappear. You can't do it with the decorations like the rocks and things like that, or the houses or anything. Any of the track pieces, we can make them invisible. So you get kind of a cool effect. You can imagine what's in here, right? Tubes. So basically how this is set up is this is a continuous waterfall. So once I start it, I let out about 1,000 marbles, and they will continue to flow. So let's hit F 1, 2, 3 times. So you can see we have our falls flowing down this way. Comes through here, it gets all slowed down by these little blocks here. Flows down through here and gets separated into our two ponds. You can see the ponds fill up with water a bit. And then underneath, we can see over here, we have a path coming from here and a path coming from this far side, where everything meets up here. And gets spit back up here, where they bounce around a bit and they end up coming right back down the waterfall. So it's just a looping waterfall that just keeps on flowing, and with only 1,000 marbles in there, so they actually still move at a decent speed. I thought that was an interesting way to get the marbles back up to the top. Just have a tube, and it's like a giant popcorn machine that just grabs them and sucks them up and pops them right up these tubes. There's actually tubes in here, as you can see, but they're invisible. Yay! Stealth mode. So yeah, that was Angel Falls. I thought that was pretty cool. It's a good idea if you guys are playing this game. If you're playing Marble World, there's another idea. I could spend all day building things with these the rocks and the houses, and I could fill this whole room if I had the time, if my computer could handle it. So you can see it starts slowly slowing down as we start to lose splashes of water outside of the falls. But the majority of it just keeps on going and going and going. As long as we've got water in these ponds here, you can tell that it just keeps on recycling those water marbles. That was a fun build. Using the rocks to hide things like that, the marble spawners and stuff like that. Alright, let's go to the next track that I built. Welcome to the Marblopolis Speedway. This is actually a looping track, like a NASCAR track, but one of the beautiful things that they added in the recent update was a marble cam. That's right, we can now follow the marble. We don't need to do anything, and we can actually follow our marble around the track. So this is great for this application. This is why I built this track. So we've got 4 marbles that'll start here. me, which is the watermelon. Green marbles, that's Con. A blue marble, that's Cosmo. And we got the red marble, of course, that's ScrapMan. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go around the track once, just so you guys can see what the track looks like when we're actually going around it in marble view. So we'll hit F, then we'll hit pause. I'm going to select my marble, and right down here at the bottom we have this camera icon. We're going to click on that, and now touching anything else will take you off of marble cam. But if I hit space again, it'll follow the marble. So we come around our first corner, which is the pillars, through the light section to the underground cave. We go through the cave into corner number 2, along the back, short back straight. We drop down into the uphill arched version. And back around to the front. Oh, and that is a dead zone there. That is the scariest part of this whole track, is corner number 3. Because that's where you'll either lose speed or you'll get a good run. So as you can see, as soon as we move any other button, and these guys are just going to continue to go. So, let's have a race. I'm going to call the race. We're going to go, let's say we'll try and do 10 laps. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, everyone's good into the first corner. Doesn't seem to be anybody off the track. It looks like we got ScrapMan in the lead, with Con in second, and Cosmo and ThatDomGuy coming up in third and fourth position. Looks like ScrapMan is still holding the lead through the third corner, up through the arch hill, into the first straightaway. That's lap number 1. ScrapMan is still leading the race. Looks like we've got Cosmo and Con coming up close in second. ThatDomGuy seems to be having issues coming into the rock section, into the far corner straightaway, into the third corner, up the hill to the backside, back through the beginning straightaway. That's 2 laps. It looks like ScrapMan is still in the lead, with Cosmo in second and Con pulling up in third. ThatDomGuy in fourth. There's another lap for ScrapMan. That's 3 laps down. Here comes ThatDomGuy coming up behind. Pass on Con. Oh, it looks like he's had some issues just before the rock section. That tunnel can be a pain sometimes. Coming through the third corner and back up the hill. This is where it's a good place to save some time with a nice run. Ooh, that looked like it was going okay. Seems a bit of a dead zone there. Alright. ThatDomGuy still in fourth place, behind Con. Coming into corner number 2, through the back straightaway, corner number 3, and up the arch hill into the beginning straightaway. That's 5 laps for ScrapMan, if he's still in the lead. There we go, we can see him there up ahead. ScrapMan is still leading. Coming into corner number 2 through the back straight, ThatDomGuy seems to be having some issues catching up to the pack. Let's hope he doesn't get lapped. Oh, look at that. Con almost coming up behind him and lapping him. Looks like ScrapMan and Con are both. It looks like Con's actually in the lead now. And ScrapMan in second, with Cosmo in third, and ThatDomGuy coming up in fourth. So that is 6 laps. 7th lap. Looks like ThatDomGuy is catching up to Cosmo. Passes him through the mountain canyon into corner number 2 along the back straightaway. To number 3, there's a good hit there, back up the hill through the arches, back up to the main. That's 8 laps right there, back through the mountains. Oh, it looks like he's had a little bit of problems. He could get passed by, oh, and there goes Cosmo, zipping past through the mountain pass, taking up third place. ThatDomGuy back in fourth. There's another lap for ScrapMan. Oh, it looks like there's a, oh, that was a nice move by Cosmo to cut off ThatDomGuy in the first straightaway as they come into corner number 3. Looks like ThatDomGuy plans on doing some passing on the inside as they both head up the hill. This will be lap number 9. It looks, oh, and there goes ThatDomGuy. Oh, wow, nice hit. Wow, that just really worked in his benefit there. It could have left him dead in the track. Down into corner number 3 to the back straightaway. Oh, there goes ThatDomGuy off the track. That is the end of the race for ThatDomGuy. Well, it was a valiant effort, but he just couldn't stay on the track long enough. It looks like ScrapMan won the race. Too bad I couldn't see from his camera point of view, but we'll say that he won because he seemed to stay ahead the whole time. He is still circling on the track. Cosmo is still on the track as well. And that's all. Con seems to have been taken out of the race at some point. And all we got left now is ScrapMan and Cosmo doing their victory laps like they should. So that was a real bonus for, and this is the pits too. If you pop off this little side here, you'll fall in here, and this just shoots you right back up onto the track. So yeah, that was real good. I wanted to use a lot of different colors for the black and white on the track to show the speed that you're moving at, to give a good sense of speed. And then coming through like tunnels like this or through these arches also gives you a good sense of speed as things are flying by you. So that was super, super fun. So now you can name your marbles, and you have a marble cam that you can actually follow your marbles. So like racing like this is great. It's actually like watching a race. It's just too bad that you couldn't have multiple, like, switch between the different marbles or different cameras. Maybe that's something you could work on, Dev, so you could hit like a certain key and that'll switch between available marbles. So then you could switch to see who's first, who's in second. I think that'd be really cool. And now a lot of these marble runs that we build, you can actually select a marble and follow it through. So it's a lot easier to explain how your marble run goes when you can just follow the marble. Alright guys, that's all I got for you in this marble run episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe. More Trailmakers content coming up for you soon, so stay tuned. Hit that notification bell. You'll find out when the next video comes out. And we will see you in the next one. Ciao.